All right, market open. Okay, if I had to guess, I'd say we're back in a downtrend. But you know what? Let's let it play out. Oh, puppies. Clean up our charts here a little bit. I actually took a trade on ES yesterday. So that was a bit of a change. There was definitely better price action in what was going on there, at least in the beginning. Gave me something a little more sure to work with. Okay. Yeah. Mm. All right. Okay, it looks like we took out London lows and Asia lows already with Nasdaq, and it might be with ES as well. I'm still going to mark them out, and then final. Okay. All right, so we got manipulation during the pre-market. We're just hanging out there right now, and we'll see if that sticks. Looks like we're going to be taking out previous New York as well. And we've got some other targets down here that are close. So, all right. Got a bunch of equal highs up here. So at some point, we're going to come back up to this. When that is, we'll have to determine. We'll have to figure out here. So, let me see a fair value gap that's worth looking at. Well, we got equal lows down here too. So, all right, we've already manipulated down here. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to look for possible break of structure to the upside, and then inverse this fair value gap. And I think we'll have an entry there at that point. I think that's going to be the simple setup right there for. Let's switch this out. I mean, that's a pretty good looking setup right there. We already played into it and then dumped back down. So we might still be heading down, but I don't see how these equal highs are going to get left alone. So at some point we're going to head back up. I don't know when. We might continue to test and try to get down here. Or maybe, okay, flounder down here while ES takes out New York lows. Let's go to the 1 hour and take a look at what we got there. So definitely in a downtrend. So yeah, it is much more likely that we're going to continue to head down than come back up. So there's that. We'll keep an eye on that. Yeah, samesies here. We've got ourselves a bit of a downtrend. This could be sideways too. We could be. I mean, this is starting to look like yesterday, right? Where we have a whole bunch of movement down and then big move up, coming back down, bunch of movement here, maybe another down. Drop down, small move up, come back down, flounder. Yeah, so we could probably. Well, we did finally inverse this gap. And we could come down and get these London lows. We could come down and get this. So that kind of looks like where it's going right now. Let's go to the 15-minute and yeah, that's where it's headed. Okay. Well, I don't really have a move down for that yet, so we did get up into that fair value gap, rejected it. So that actually would have been a good move coming down. And we got a fair no, we do not have fair value gap there. That's interesting. Okay. Wait a minute. How did I put a fair value gap there? Oh, 5 minute fair value gap. This is a 15-minute. Okay. So I've got a 5 minute fair value gap in there. I'll bet there's a 5 minute fair value gap in here too. Oh yeah, sure is. And it did come up a little bit into it. Yep, came up in, rejected. We do have a good rejection there. We're close. Man, I hate getting in halfway, but let's see if there's an opportunity there. We'll see how this candle finishes. Okay. So we might, let's see. Yeah, see, we came up into there. As soon as we inverse this gap, this would have been a good move, and I think we are headed further down. Probably to here. I think that's our target. Yeah. we're just going to have to watch it. It's already too close to the move for me to take a chance on it. Yeah, that was a good push. That was a good setup right there. So it looks like we're going to get down to London. London lows. Yeah, yesterday's London low. And here, what are we pushing to? Wow. Coming back quite a ways for this one. You know, I'm going to take a look at the daily on that because that's interesting. And there it is. So that explains it. So technically, this is still in an uptrend. So, if I had to guess, break of structure would be down here on this one, and it would have to end the day there. But we are in a very, very clear uptrend. So, I think we might tease down there, but I don't think we're finishing down there. Yeah, we're close. It's hanging out. Okay, I think we're just there tagging it. I think once we do that, we start looking for a sharp move up. All right, so we did breach it. Let's see if we go down to the next one. This would have been a great entry early on, but I caught it late, and there'll be other ones. I think this is just preliminarily the manipulation. We're still in manipulation. we're starting to slow down now. You know, I guess it wants that next level. All right. Yeah. The next level, that's a stronger level. Stronger swing low. For all I know, we could take these out too because we've got pretty close to equal lows down here. So there's another swing low. And go ahead and mark that off. Yeah, there's an awful lot that's down there. So it's possible. Wow, it's a really good move. But knowing New York, they're going to want to bounce back because we still have all this liquidity up here. All in a fair value gap at that. That hasn't been taken. It rejected 1, 2, 3, 4 times. This value gap rejected 4 times and then tanked hard. So if I'm a market maker, I'm going to take this down as far as I can, sweep as much liquidity as I can, and then I'm going after this. And I'm going to take out that liquidity. And then I might dump it back down just to make it a bearish day, but still in a bull market. So, got to think like a market maker here, guys. Let's go back to the 5-minute here and see what we got. You know, all kinds of liquidity up there. Yeah. Yeah, it's all this right here. Which means it's going to want to come up here. You go with 5 micros on this one. Wait for this to come down a little. We're kind of there, but we're not yet. we breach that fair value gap, it might be a good entry right here. Actually, if this posts a low, that'd be even better because then we could get a break of structure and this value gap, and that's what we want. So we'll see if this 1 minute value gap gets rejected or if it gets respected or rejected. Yeah, this is good. This is looking like a good setup here. It rejected 3 times now, so that looks like good support. The next one's further down. I want to say there's probably going to be a manipulation now, maybe coming up into here, at least halfway. At least halfway. I think I'd like this one. I think I like this one. Let's have it come down a little. A little time left. I think I want to wait for that third candle to post on the 5 minute first, just to get a little bit of confirmation there. And then we'll find an entry on the 1 minute. Because this could come up about halfway and then start coming down to take out the rest of the lows as a fake out. I think that's what we're doing. Okay. All right, I'm going to put my buy in right there. My target is going to be this fair value gap right here. If I'm a market maker, that's what I want to do. Let's go to the 5 minute and see what that looks like. Yeah, we're starting to look like that now. So, yep. I might have anticipated got in a little early. We'll see. My stop is definitely going to be down here below these lows anyway. But I think my target is this fair value gap right here. That's what I'm looking to do. I want to see it tag that fair value gap. And then I think they'll either be a continuation or a fake out. I've seen this play out before. Dang it. Yep. Okay. I'm out. Shit. That was bad. So I'm down $299. $300. That sucks. All right. I got played. All right. Looks like we're headed down here. We'll just wait it out then, I suppose. It'll come up eventually. Shoot. That was $426 loss. Probably should have taken less risk on that. All right, looks like S&P is pushing down toward the next level of London lows. Likely to get there. All right. Yeah, if I had to guess. They're taking it down to here. You know what? I should just do that then, because that's where they're going. Ride the wave. When you know, you know. And I don't even have a good entry there. I'm just basically riding the trend. Okay. Took a quick scalp there to make some money back. P&L is now 268 down. See, we're getting down close to this level, so it'll get down, tease it, it'll pop up, and then come back down. It's just the nature. Actually, I like S&P. I might play S&P on this one. Let's go to the 1 minute on the S&P. And... oh, wow, that's moving quick. Shit. I don't have an entry. I mean, even if I did, it's just a few dollars. It's not worth it. But it's going to touch. Shit. I'd need to see it pop back up into this fair value gap and reject, and then I'd have an entry. But that's not particularly likely. If it comes into this value gap and then comes back down, then we're good. Let's see here. Then we're good to take out those lows. That's usually what it does. It wants to fake out, but maybe it'll just go for it. We'll see. Yeah, it just went for it. All right. We got one more. We're right there, so it might as well take it. Oh, man. It's so freaking close. I mean, it might as well. Do I want to take that one or do I want to wait for it to get to the value gap? I think it's going to, yeah, it wants to get to the value gap. All right. If this closes outside the value gap, it's worth a trade, but it have to close close out of the value gap. If it inverses, that's a different ordeal. But if it closes and rejects, then we got to trade. Nice. Touch the top of the gap. That's great. Beautiful. Love it. Love it. Look at that. It's even teasing there. That's good. All right. If we inverse, I'll go back to looking at a move up because it looks like that's what we're getting here on. Yeah, it looks like we got our touch point and then back up. So we'll wait on this, but we'll see. Ah, see? There it is. I'm telling you, they're going to want to take that other level. There's no way they can leave it there. No way. If this candle closes below this, below the fair value gap, then I'm taking the short. Yep, they're fucking around with people. Oh, it's right fucking there, isn't it? I'm taking the short anyway. I'm telling you, it's a fake out. They they want to get that other liquidity. They want that other liquidity. You got to think like a market maker. I got my stop. I'm okay with it. If I'm wrong, I'm okay with it because it's going to have to get up above that point. But where we're at right now, this is a great fake out. And if I get faked out, then so be it. But I'm telling you, I don't see how they leave that liquidity there when we're already right there. If I'm a market maker, I want that liquidity before I head up. It's a great looking liquidity. Still gonna tease. Still gonna fuck with you. Those market makers, they're funny. Wouldn't be surprised if this finishes an up candle. No. All right. If this does um, break structure and finish above, then we'll go ahead and reverse our thought on this. Maybe it's not taking that that liquidity, but it's right there. And so I think the market makers are right now they're playing around with people. Yeah, that's what I figured. They're playing around with people. Yep, they want that. Yep, they sure do. Tagged it again, but tagging it's not enough. They want, yep, they're pushing price down. Everybody knows that's where the liquidity is, at least those people that understand this kind of thing. Hmm. I guess I could have taken that and then tried it again, but let's let it play out. If it gets close and it rejects, then so be it. I was wrong, but At least I know that we're headed back up the right way. See, we're getting there. Now the bulls want this to turn around. You think they got enough liquidity? Well, if this rejects again. Okay, it rejected again. That's an engulfing candle going up though, so that's a little concerning because this could be something where I need to, yeah, shit. All right, I got stopped out. Shit. All right, so stopped out. That means we are in a buy. Let's take a look at the 5 minute. Yep. Okay, so we'll wait for a pullback. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Did not want to do that. Oopsie. No, 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 no. Okay, let's close that out for a little. The hell was I doing? All right. We closed out. Let's wait for a little bit of a pullback and then we'll go back in. No, we're going in for a buy. All right. So this is just, we'll see if we got more of a fake out here, but I doubt it at this point. I think they found the liquidity they needed and they're leaving it. I think we'll target up here, but who knows? They might be faking people out right now and still going for that liquidity. So we'll see. I see us testing this value gap right here. That's a bummer. I could have taken some good profit there. We want to get to the top of that and then I can pop out. I'll wait for a pullback. I'll get back in. Okay, so I'm going to take profit there. We're scalping the shit out of this. So right now we've got a 1 minute value gap right here that we're testing. We're going to wait for this. We can always get back in. But I'm going to wait for this to test because I think we're going to get a pullback. Probably into this value gap right here. So now we got another value gap here. Let's have it go into this value gap and then pull up again and we'll target here. It's either that or this is the manipulation and now we're headed back down. So that could be the manipulation coming here and now we're actually going to come down here. That could be. I've seen that happen. I've seen it happen. Got no other value gaps. Wow, that's forcible too. Yep. Yep. I'm going to take a short. I'm going to scalp this real quick. There's a quick 200 bucks. Okay, we're making a comeback. Yep, I think we're coming all the way back down. I think we're coming all the way back down. That was forcible out of that. It'd be interesting if we do come all the way back down here and take out this liquidity. That's a hell of a good manipulation. Fool people into think we're going up and then stop them out. That was a good move. Yeah, see right here? Got that move there. So I got a really good scalp on that one. All right, now we've got another value gap coming back. So I'm going to take this, and I'm just going to move it over here because that's about right. Is that it? Yep, that's it. Okay. Okay. So now we got two value gaps. I think we're good for a long here. Break of structure and a value gap, I think we're good. Okay, we got the value gap. Ooh, barely the value gap. Okay, so that's not enough to go on. We'll want this next value gap and a break of structure in this next 1 minute candle, and then we've got ourselves a player. See what this looks like on the 5 minute. Yep, we're looking good. Because if that's the case, we will also have. Yeah, 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 we're good. So I'm going to look at it on this one, see if we get this 5 minute value gap. And if we get the 5 minute value gap, then we should look good. And then we're good. Yeah, if we get both of these, we're good. Yep. Okay, I'm taking the buy. Let's go to the 1 minute. We'll scalp this up to here, and then we'll take a look from there. Because there'll be a pullback. I'm sure there'll be a pullback at some point. So I want the scalp, and then I'll look for a pullback point. We don't really have a fair value gap there, so I would anticipate we're probably looking at doing pretty good to get up there. We get up to that area of liquidity, I'm going to scalp it, and then I'll look for a pullback. Just about there. I'm going to go ahead and scalp that now. Wait for a pullback, and then we'll get back in. Yeah, it's taking its time at that liquidity point. There's also a fair value gap there. So let's play the fair value gap game. Okay. There's our pullback out of the value gap. Let's get rid of this one now. And this one, I'm actually going to move this one. Whoops. I'm going to move this one. Oops. Yeah, I'll move it to here. Okay, whoops. There we go. If I had to guess, we'll come down and tag this value gap, and then we'll start heading up. Because that's also a midpoint. And we also have an inflection point right about It's right about at the top, but let's see. You know, equilibrium is. Let's take a look at something too. Swing low, swing high. There we go. All right, so this is another buy right here. And we will scalp this one up to the next fair value gap. Just need to get above this blue right here into that fair value gap, and then we can scalp that. We're pretty much just going to scalp from fair value gap to fair value gap today. That's the goal. And I think we can get ourselves in a good place with that. Almost there. Okay, there we go. We're out. Okay, we got there to the start of the fair value gap, so now we got another one to look at. That value gap got breached, so now this we'll just move this one up here. Okay, that looks good. Let's see if we breach this value gap, which it looks like we're going to. And we're good to ride this again. Oh, wow, that's a good one. All right, let's wait for a pullback. I think I might want a little bit more. There we go. Into the value gap again. Let's see if this creates a value gap. It probably will. If it doesn't, that's even better. Oh, don't know why I've got a sell stop limit. Get rid of that. Okay, I'm going to wait for this candle to finish because I think we might have an equilibrium play here. Oh. Hang on. Oh, I see. We got a value gap we're playing with on. All right, let me switch here because there's something else going on here. Okay, we breached the value gap. We got another one that we're coming up on. So I think I might wait for this candle to finish. And then we might have a trade coming back up. Yeah, because right now we got ourselves a pretty heavy. All right, so this would be a good spot for a down candle or two, and then we can have a swing back up. Yeah, this is good. This is good. We like this. We like this a lot. All right, this is excellent. We're going to create a fair value gap here, a small one, but this is actually really, really good. Coming down. Yeah, I like this. I like this. Let's go back to the 1 minute real quick. Okay. Inverted. Do we have a fair value gap we inverted? No, we have one right here that we're going to test. So this is actually very good. Coming down. All right. Wow, this is hella crazy manipulation, man. Damn. Rejected. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and take a buy, and I'm going to scalp coming back up. All right, I got out. I know it's coming back up, but I got nervous. Eesh. Oh, there it is too. Damn. Came down into that fair value gap. It's rejecting. It's going to come back up. It might take a couple of things to do, but yeah, look at that reject out of that. There's a 5 minute fair value gap right there too. Came down, rejected out of it. That's awesome. That really should be a buy. I think it's a buy. I'm going to take the buy because I've got my stop right down here. So I'm going to take the buy right now. I really like the way this looks on the 5 minute, and on the 15 minute it's looking pretty good too. It's rejecting out of these fair value gaps. So I think we got ourselves a pretty good play here. If this does reject on the fair value gap, then I can get out. Oh, that should be out. It's playing with me. Had a pretty tight stop on that, but I think this is headed up. This might be headed down. Yeah, this is going to close down. Yep. Okay, I'm out. I took a loss on that one. It looks like it's going to reject that. Yeah, it is. Okay, I'm definitely taking a sell side then because I'm going to scalp a sell on this. I think we're headed further down. I think this is our spot. We got a sharp up and a sharp down. Yeah, there we go. That's what I thought. All right. Yep. Yep. Okay. Took a quick scalp on that. Okay. Still positive on the P&L. I think we have something at play that's still going to head down. We got the value gap there. Yeah, I should have seen that structure coming. So we should stop if we got a swing high, a swing low, swing high, fair value gap. This should be our swing point, and we should be coming back up. I expect if we breach that value gap, we still got a little ways to go, but we did. We inverse the gap a little bit. It's struggling. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Let's see if it gets quite to that swing low. Huh. I wonder if this is where it wants to go back down and take out these lows, come back for them. It might. The structure looks right. If you look over on ES, and these things are playing the same game right now. Let's look at the 15 minute real quick. Oh, yeah, look at that. Yeah. So there's your manipulation. I think it's coming back for these lows. Let's take a look at the 5 minute. Yeah, it's coming back for those lows. we're gonna avoid that sandbox for just now. We're just gonna take a look at the 1 minute and see what happens. But we had some good trades. See, this looks like an uptrend to me. Higher highs, lower highs. Stalling. Wow. All right. I think we're going to get a dump. Wow. All right. If we get up into this value gap and come back down, then that's a short. Matter of fact, I can see it playing out right now. It's going to be either here or here. So we'll play it here and we'll get ready for our short. That's a hell of a setup right there. Wow, that's a good setup. All right, let's just watch it. Here it is right here. This is the value gap we're going to look at. We're going to look at it coming up into this value gap, maybe even popping past it a little bit. And then as soon as we close below the gap, we got ourselves a short. Not yet. Not yet. Got to let it pop up a little more. I want to see it test that value gap. Maybe not take it out, but at least breach it. I'm going to want a couple more candles. I don't think 2 candles is enough. Oh, I'd like to see 3. Yep, this is good. This is fine. Perfect. We get this candle to close below and we're good to go. It's perfect fake out. Might even take it now. Let's see if it goes higher. Yeah, we could. I still think it's a fake out, even if this closes. Oh, if it closes in and then we break down. Yeah. Yep. Perfect. Perfect. Yes. Came up and closed down. Oh, yeah. One or two more good candles and we are good for a breakdown. Wow. That's a hell of a fake out right there. All right, if it closes above, then maybe we're looking at the next value gap up here. Take this one first and then reject. Okay. We're going to close above it, so we're moving. All right, so I judged that one wrong. God, I really thought this thing was going down. I mean, we got liquidity here, we got liquidity here, we got liquidity here. Why aren't the market makers wanting to manipulate and take that? Hmm. Let's go to the 1 hour, see what we got going on there. Yeah. All right, I get it. Maybe not right now, but in a little bit. 5 more candles or so. I can definitely see this hitting down, tagging it. I don't see how this does not want to take out that liquidity. But hey, just because I want it doesn't mean it's going to happen. Hmm. Hmm. These two are in lockstep today. All right, let's go to the 1 minute. See if it gets past that other. Okay, it did. It took out that other fair value gap. So this is starting to look like an uptrend now. Okay, we held on this value gap. So now what I'd probably be looking to do is come down to this value gap, hold here, and then move back up again. Because we just inverse this value gap. Hmm. Okay. Normally this would be a long, but I don't know, man. Not feeling it. Seems like we're range bound is what it seems. We got equal lows down here. Looks like we're heading toward equal highs right here. Dunno. What's a 15-minute telling me? Well, the next two candles, I guess, if we close above there. Yeah. Oh, we didn't inverse that gap. Rejected out of it. I'm taking a scalp. Okay. There's a little $30. Sorry about the nose picking. We are range bound. Oh, excuse me. Whew. Hmm. Could that have been another manipulation? Are we actually going to come down and take out these lows? Well, we breached that fair value gap. I'm starting to tighten this up. I don't like the way this is looking. Do we have a fair value gap there we're playing with? Florida. All right, let's get rid of this one. We're just pulling this tighter and tighter. Definitely getting ourselves into a tighter range here. Hmm. I know that we're not trading trend lines and it's not even a confluence we're dealing with, but I just find this interesting. Begin to see this forming, and you know, trading is all about pattern recognition, and I'm just seeing a weird pattern. I mean, it's pretty freaking crazy obvious once you back away and take a look at it. Let's just watch it do its thing. Pretty crazy. We're going to get the break of structure here. We've got a value gap there. So we got a value gap and possibility break of structure. So if we get both of those, then now we got our short. That's what I'm seeing. Yeah, look at that. And it also goes with this confluence, even though that we're not really paying attention to that. So there we go. Now we're breaking below. Whoa. Let it come back. Let it come back into, as soon as it starts heading down. A little bit. And a little more. There we go. That's what we wanted. Alrighty. Now we'll take the short. Did it come down and just test those equal lows again and not take it? All right, that's a little disconcerting. Let's see if it breaches them. Come on, break down, baby. Twice you did it. Let's see if you do it a third time. Come on, break down, break down, break down. Come on, give it to you. All right, I'm going to get out. I'm going to get back in here as soon as this breaks. All right, let's get back in. Let's try this one more time. Come on, man. Why is that such an area of resistance? All right, I'm out again. I'm waiting on this. This is ridiculous. Okay, I'm getting rid of these things. They're stupid. Huh. Man. 3 times. Look at all that liquidity. What the hell's going on here? It's ridiculous. Why is that price such a rejection point? Is there something I'm not seeing? 15 minutes. Not really. It's just I'm telling you, it's gotta break. Just when and where. When and where. I want to take the short, but it's not there yet. Just got to be patient. The more times it hits, the more times it's going to do its thing. I'm going to take the short. Okay, scalp. Not ready. It's not ready. Thing is getting tighter and tighter and tighter. When it drops, it's going to drop with force. Need this to finish as an up candle, because then it'll give me a good entry. Please finish as an up candle. There we go. All right. If we can break structure here, I think we're good. We got 2 points of structure, so we're good. Wow, look at that sucker get tight. Telling you. Good. Done. I'm in. Stop is right up here. Which it took me out. That sucks. I've got to put a higher stop on that. Shit. Whoa. Huh. Was that just a fake out to sweep liquidity? Sucks. God damn it. Be nice if this thing went the way that I wanted it to and I could get out for $300 or $400. And keep going back and forth, man. All right, I'm out. Shit. Hmm. Twice we've tested this fair value gap and rejected. Still trying to test in there. So twice we've rejected and we have these equal lows down here, but it's refusing to come down and take out this next set of lows. Trying it again. Fool me once. Fool me once. I'm going to sell. I'm getting in. I mean, 3 attempts, 4 attempts. How many attempts do you need before this thing tanks? Ugh. All right, I'm going to scalp that. I'm going to get back in here in a minute. Maybe next candle. We're going to wait for a pullback. We're going to wait for this to finish and then we'll get back in. There. Come back up. Almost. Maybe test the fair value gap. Test it and reject it. Scalp a short right here. It's a good scalp. Wait for this to close and we might have another one heading further. I think we're going to be heading further now. This thing just loves this level. I don't understand it, but it loves it. There we go. Okay, taking more of a short here. We're going to scalp this down. At this point, this has got to take that liquidity. I don't see this. There's no other target point. Just to be hanging out here. Sell side's going to push hard. It should drop fast. Okay, I'm going to get out now. Wait for the pullback. I'm going to get back in. I'm going to scalp my way down. This candle should pull back a little bit and then we should drop from there. Okay, that closed outside the fair value gap, so this should do the same. Yep, okay. That's a good one with a good stop. I can get out quick if this comes back up. We'll scalp this down. Nope. Okay, I'm out. That's all right. Fair value gap, test a fair value gap again. All right, if it closes outside, we'll just try it again. There we go. All right, we're going to take that short again. This one we ought to see go down. No. Did we find our bottom already? I don't think we did. I don't think we did. Yeah. Yeah. I think we got to move forcibly south now. Well, this is going to suck if I get stopped out again, because now I'm right back where I was, but we keep rejecting that fair value gap, and we've got those lows right there. So, I mean, I just playing around. Ah, shit. Oh, that snapped before I could back out, so I guess I'm still in it. All right, maybe this is the one. Is this the one? Because it's playing, man. How do you hang out at those lows and not take them out? That's the thing. Market makers have got to make it happen at some point, otherwise they don't get their grease either. I think they were playing around to stop out a bunch of people first, take as much liquidity around that area as they can. But at some point, they got to take that liquidity. Okay, they're going for it now. Just do it. Thank you. Wow, I was like pulling teeth. Nice. All right. Finally got that liquidity. So, all right. So now let's see if we got something headed the other way. Okay, we're gonna wait for this 15-minute candle to finish out. That's gonna put us in a distinct downtrend. And so maybe that'll pull back up now. That should pull up pretty forcibly because I don't think there's any more down to do there. But we'll see. I don't know what else we got. I mean, we got we're open space, man. So this is either gonna fucking tank out or this is gonna head back up. Looks like we're tanking out. Not sure what we're taking at this point. I don't know how much more liquidity's down here, unless the momentum now is just ridiculous, but this should be a snap up, snap back up. At this point, this should be a snap up. At least to the halfway point. I mean, there's nothing else to take down here unless it's a free fall. So honestly, I'm thinking we got ourselves a nice buy structure here going on. I'm going to take a buy. I'm going to scalp a buy. All right, scalped another 50 bucks out of that. I think there's another buy in here, but I think it needs to come down a little first. Let's see if this breaks down. It shouldn't. Yeah, there's another buy right there. Boom. All right. Well, market's running a little slow today. I did what I needed to do. We are up $559 on the day. We're 686 above water. Still got a little ways to go to get this account qualified, but there's just not enough price action to make it happen right now. And I pretty much had to scrape and claw my way to where we got. But I think all in all, pretty good calls on everything. I feel good about how I was able to recognize setups. Obviously, some of them didn't work in the direction that I had anticipated, and that's the nature of trading. So I'm told, and so now I'm experiencing on quite a regular basis. But in any event, today was much better in terms of being able to get a reliable result and be able to um, comfortably take the losses as they came. I'm working with micros, so I'm taking basically what would be half a mini unit to lower risk, which has been working out pretty well. So we'll just keep at this for a while. I think this is working out okay. I just need to be able to get confident enough with it that I can scale up on the moves that I want to make and be able to handle any drawdowns that might occur during those trades and feel comfortable with them. So in the meantime, we will be uh, taking the rest of the day off, taking the weekend, going to do a lot of studying over the weekend to be prepared for Monday because we are getting into critical time to try to get this account qualified and work toward our first payout, which I want to get back to, having had some pretty good success with payouts back in April. May, extremely tough month. June started out a little rough, but I feel we're getting a better handle on these things now. So, all that being said, I think we're good to continue and make June another good month for taking a payout. So that's what we're doing. That's what we're into, and we will see you all on Monday. Have a great weekend, everybody.